let's look at your work in part 2. What's important here is that you understand why the right answer is the right answer. Okay, so if we go through these and you find that you have the incorrect answer, just scratch that one out and write in the correct answer. But make sure that you understand why the correct answer is what it is. And if you're confused about anything, you just shoot me an email. We'll make sure we get everything cleared up. All right, number 1. The purpose of the premise or premises set forth is to set forth the reasons or evidence given in support of the conclusion. That is absolutely true. Those reasons are there to provide you reason for accepting that some conclusion statement, some claim that's been made is a true statement. That's the function of those premises. Number 2, some arguments have more than one conclusion. That is false. Remember, our definition of argument is a group of statements in which one or more is providing support for or reason to believe that one of the others is true. So every argument has one conclusion and one conclusion only. Number 3, all arguments must have more than one premise. That's false. There are plenty of arguments that have just one premise. We've looked at a number of them. Number 4, the words therefore, hence, so, since, and thus are all conclusion indicators. The words for, because, as, for the reason that are all premise indicators. I wonder if you got tripped up on this one. Number 4 is false. Can you see why? Because it says that all of these words, or it claims that all of these words are conclusion indicators, and since is a premise indicator. Okay? Number 6, any sentence that is either true or false is a statement. Every statement has a truth value. I know you said that those are both true. Of course you did. It's the very first thing we talked about in our week's lectures. Number 8, any passage that contains an argument must contain a claim that something is supported by evidence or reasons. Yes, absolutely. That's what an argument is. Number 9, passages that contain indicator verbs such as thus, since, and because are always arguments. And number 10, in deciding whether a passage contains an argument, we should always keep an eye out for indicator verbs in the presence of an inferential relationship between the statements. Number 9 is false. Sometimes we use words like because and since and thus and passages that are not arguments. We might say, like, I've been growing old since the day I was born, right? And that's using since in a temporal sense rather than indicating a conclusion. All right, so I bet you got 10 out of 10 on that. So good for you if you did. If you didn't, just pretend like you did by writing in the correct answer. I'll never know.